THQ.
Hello everyone and welcome to Summoner, a game initially released in 2000 for the PlayStation 2 and then later released on the PC. I will be playing the PlayStation 2 version. Now the PC version is a bit hard to actually get to actually work from what I've seen, but it does certainly have some advantages such as faster loading times, the labels for towns on the world map, and a bunch of other like quick access for skills and abilities using a hotbar. I'm going to go ahead and pause the introduction cutscene here. Better draw distance, and it even has online play up to 4 players. Now, the thing is, I always like controller as opposed to keyboard and mouse, and the PC version only has keyboard and mouse. So if I was able to maybe get it working with a controller, I would probably use that one instead of the PS2 version, but this is the original PlayStation 2 version. Now, I have never actually played the original Summoner, but I am a big fan of Summoner 2, which is, I would say, probably one of my favorite games of all time, Summoner 2. So I look forward to actually trying out the original one. Now, this game, I guess because it is a very early launch title for the PlayStation 2, it suffers massively from performance issues. It is very poorly optimized. So I actually have overclocked the emulation to 300%. So it should hopefully be able to run most of the time at least between 40 to 60 frames per second. If it gets any slower due to the overclocking, I may have to dial that down a little bit, but the frame rate is all over the place with this game. Now, the other thing is, as much as I love the widescreen hacks and codes and all that sort of stuff to make things in like native widescreen, the widescreen patch for this particular game, it zooms in onto the image. And the problem is that in the cutscenes, you have black borders around the cutscene. So when you zoom in on that, it doesn't zoom in on the black border so you can see the whole cutscene. It zooms in inside of that area. So some people's heads are off screen. There's different things that are just kind of messed up. So we're not going to be playing with it in widescreen, but I will be zooming in on the letterboxed cutscenes that are actually in the game so we can actually see those in widescreen. I also did find an HD texture pack for this game, which I'm not the biggest fan of HD texture packs for the most part because some of them look kind of plasticky and rubbery, which it certainly did a little bit. But also there was another issue where this game, it will load certain textures. Like the further out you are, they are a little bit blurrier. And I think that's how most PlayStation 2 games are. So you can actually tell like a big difference. Like there's like a square that moves around your character if you have the HD textures on with the HD textures right at your feet, and then everything else outside of that is lower texture. But anyway, let's go ahead and watch this other introduction cutscene here so we can see a little bit about the game before we read the massive lore that is in this game. Okay, there's the introduction cutscene. I guess it gives us a little bit of insight as to what it's actually about, but let's go ahead and take a look at the manual because there is some massive lore for this game. So some of this may be a little bit hard to read because it is pretty small here, but the world of Summoner. We see like a world map there and everything. In the mythology of Summoner, Gulvar, the maker of all things, created the world. Kosos. Urath, god of Sudani, struck the earth with his sword and split Kosos into many continents and islands. Summoner takes place on 2 of the continents, Orenia and Medeva, the kingdom of Medeva. 13 kings once ruled over the realms of Medeva. The prince of the Runari clan unified these kingdoms over the course of a 300-year war known as the Medevan Conquest. The calendar of Medeva is reckoned by the first year of the conquest, 1 VM, or Vorhan Medeva. Summoner begins in the year 596 VM. Belius VI now rules the kingdom of Medeva. As a youth, Belius distinguished himself at the Battle of Turamenon, a victory that rallied the army of the crown in the Civil War of 577. The following year, he married Queen Galenine, daughter of the late Duke of... These names are very, very hard for me. Tauherman. A marriage that secured the power of the monarchy and brought peace to his troubled realm. Belius's brother, Prince Sonahan, helps the king govern Medeva through his network of spies and informants. Some places of interest in Medeva. So we have Masad, is a farming village on the Douro River, north of Lenele. Joseph lives in Masad, and he begins the game here, so that is where we're actually beginning. Then we have Lenele, a city on the Duran River. Lenele was built on the ruins of the City of Gods. The palace of King Belius VI and the High Temple of Urath are located here. Lenele has 4 major quarters: the docks, marketplace, old city slums, and the wealthy Crown District. Then we have Iona. Iona is an island masonry of the eastern coast of Medeva. An esoteric order of mage priests guard the divine tombs of the Great Library. These tombs are written in Aesik, the language of the gods, in which all the creation has been written. Then we have the Kosani stronghold, known to its dissidents as Sanavara, or Mountain of the Wise. This is the last refuge of the Kosani, children of the earth god Vadagar. 12,000 years ago, the sea god Amasigdo destroyed their cities in a great flood. Then we have Akemos, the ruins of an empire that flourished near the end of the chaos of 10,000 years. The palace of the priest kings of Akemos now lies hidden within the vast swamp. Okay, now let's go ahead and learn about the Empire of Orenia. We're getting some massive lore here, I must say. Murod the Usurper rules the Empire of Orenia, a realm far to the north across the Sea of Kadim, formerly the leader of the Imperial Priesthood. The Society of the Jade Temple. Murod seized the throne of Orenia in the year 574 VM, murdering the Emperor Gaudi II and his entire family. Murod executed the priests of the Jade Temple after they prophesied that one born with the mark of the Summoner would destroy him. Now the Society survives as a rebel army fighting against Murod's tyranny. Their leader is a mysterious woman named Aoki. In 576, the year that Summoner begins, Murod invades the kingdom of Medeva, searching for the one born with the mark of the Summoner. Some places of interest in Orenia: the Tower of Ela, a siege tower built by the gods to storm the gates of heaven. The original tower was destroyed in the chaos of 10,000 years. Murod has enslaved his people to rebuild the tower and install himself as the Emperor of Heaven and Lord of all creation. Then we have Wolong, a village on the Lake of Sorrows. Wolong is a stronghold of the Jade Temple's rebellion and home of the Gatherers. a sect of healers. In the legend of the village, the dragon tears form the lake. The people overlong offer sacrifices and festivals to keep the dragon happy. Then we have Lian Shang, lost within a forest of evil spirits. The shrine of Lian Shang is a sanctuary devoted to Dai, the dragon of the forest. And then we have the Jade Temple. For centuries, the Jade Temple has served as the seat of the imperial power. Built by the first emperor following his victory in the Battle of Nine Sparrows, the priests of the temple, now in hiding, lead the rebellion against Murod. That definitely sounds like our main objective here, to take out Murod, who is basically ruling over Orenia. But let's learn a little bit more about the Mark of the Summoner. The Summoner's inheritance is a power greater than magic. With ancient rings, they call forth demons and golems, supernatural servants and elemental creatures. Summoners have toppled empires and challenged gods. They are veteraned as saviors and feared as destroyers. The Chosen are born with a mark on their hand, but the origins of this gift were forgotten long ago. Joseph now fears his power more than death itself. As a child, Joseph tried to save his village from attack, but the demon he summoned slaughtered the villagers, while Joseph watched in horror, his misguided heroics causing the death of those he loved. Exiled and ostracized, Joseph vowed never to summon again. Okay. Let's learn a little bit about our characters here that we're going to be playing as, because this is a RPG style game, and these are our four main characters that we're going to have here. We have Joseph. Okay, so his role is a farmer and a summoner. He's born 577 VM, and he's 19 years old. After the massacre of Saran, Joseph exiled himself to Masad, a village on the Darhu River. Though he has tried to forget the horror unleashed by his power, Joseph must learn to master his gift and confront the Empire of Orenia. Then we have Rosalind. She is novice of the Order of Iona, and she's a spellcaster, and she is 17 years old. Rosalind is the estranged daughter of Iago, a former monk of the Order of Iona. Under mysterious circumstances, Rosalind came to Iona as a child and is now a novice of the Order. She has begun her study of Aesik, the divine language in which all of creation has been written. Then we have Flece. She is a thief and she's 22 years old. She's the oldest one of the bunch, okay. Flece grew up in the quarter of Lenele, known as the Old City, the slums on the Durhu's east bank, the daughter of a prostitute. Flece was orphaned when her mother was knifed to death in the Alley of Dogs. Flece works for Tancred, the king of fleas, who controls an illicit commerce in Lenele. And then lastly, we have Jakar. He is a warrior and he's 21 years old. Joseph's childhood friend, Jakar lost his family when Joseph destroyed Saran 9 years ago. Jakar swore on their graves that if Joseph ever crossed his path again, he would have his vengeance. Jakar now lives in Lenele, capital of Medeva, where he serves in the army of King Belius VI. Sounds like he may be coming after us here. He's not so happy. Not so happy. And there's a few other miscellaneous characters here that we're going to be seeing. Here's Murod. 64. He is the Emperor of Orenia. He's 64 years old. There's no a picture of any of these people. Formerly the leader of the Society of the Jade Temple, Murod betrayed the Emperor, murdered his family, and seized the throne of Orenia. Murod has enslaved his people to rebuild the Tower of Ela and install himself as the Emperor of Heaven. Because of the Jade Temple's prophecy, Murod has invaded Medeva to find the Summoner. So that is where the game is going to be again, you know? These people are going to be coming after Joseph. Okay, next is Iago. Like Iago, I'm surprised that they don't have any photo of him. He's Joseph's teacher and counselor of the Prince Sornahan. And he's 50 years old. Is that all that he is? Wait till you see him. Oh man, he looks way older than 50. A former monk of the Order of Iona. Iago left the monastery to find the child born with the mark, but his efforts to teach Joseph failed when the boy destroyed Saran. After Joseph renounces his gift, Iago traveled to Lenele, where he now serves as counselor to Prince Sornahan, brother of the king. Next, we have the 4 riders. These are minions of Murod. No one but Murod knows the names and origins of these sinister warriors. They all believe to be minions of Lahara, who served her in the second Arenogeth, the War of the Gods, fought eons ago. Searching for the summoner, the riders lead to Orenia invasion of Medeva. Each rider has unique abilities and attacks. Oh, that sounds like boss fights we're going to have to deal with, I'm sure. King Belius VI. He's the ruler of Medeva. He's 40. Belius has ruled the kingdom of Medeva for 16 years. His marriage to Galen secured the power to the monarchy and brought peace to his troubled realm. Belinus is heir to the Runari princes who unified the 13 kingdoms of the Medevan conquest. Then we have Aoki, leader of the Society of the Jade Temple. The mysterious woman in white, Aoki is the leader of the Society of the Jade Temple. Once the priesthood of the Orenian emperors, the society prophesies that one born with the mark will destroy Murod. The emperor responded by having the priesthood executed. The survivors went into hiding, and now they lead the rebellion against the usurper. And then lastly, we have Tancred here. Flece's guardian, leader of Lenele's thieves, 36 years old. The infamous Prince of Beggars and King of Fleas, Tancred controls a network of smugglers, thieves, spies, and assassins. Tancred became Flece's guardian after the death of her mother, and he taught her the arts of stealth and deception. Okay. That was a massive amount of lore, but I think we're officially ready to start the game properly now. Let's go ahead and look into options first. So here's our various options. I will get into the chain attacks when we actually start the game. Camera rotation, inverted to normal. I'll turn the vibration on, why not? I'll turn this one on as well, because you can switch characters, or you can go into solo mode with the characters. If you go into solo mode, I would like it to inform me. That would be just to confirm, just in case. And then the chain attacks, we will get to that. I should also mention, this game has no, like, it's like you press the up button. I just pressed it, and you see how it went up 2? I pressed it again, it went down 2. It has no, like, little brief, I guess, like, pause. So you have to just, like, tap it only, like very... You cannot hold it down for even the slightest second. So it's a little bit annoying, but let's go ahead and officially begin the story of the Summoner with the massive lore. And it's going to begin with the mark of the Summoner in where is it? I forget the name of the place. Let's just go ahead and begin. Masad with a Joseph. I should mention that the loading times are extremely long. I'm just going to show the first one here, and then for the rest, I can just fast forward some of the loading times. It doesn't have to load, I guess, too much unless like you enter like a new area, but let's go ahead and begin.
I am Joseph of Saran, Joseph of Masad, farmer, cotter, plowman, Sahugani, summoner. 9 years ago, I destroyed the village of Saran with a power I could neither control nor understand. A power passed down through generations for thousands upon thousands of years. A power I never asked for and never wanted. 9 years ago, raiders attacked Saran. To save my village, I unleashed the demon, and the demon massacred all in its path. The raiders, my friends, my family. The survivors blamed me, and who else were they to blame? I wore the ring. I called forth the demon. And so I left the ruins of Saran in exile and outcast. But I was not alone. My companion was a vagabond named Iago, an old beggar who had come to Saran the year before looking for the child born with the mark of the summoner. Looking for me. Iago said he'd teach me how to use my gift, how to use the ring that only those born with the mark could use. And now we were both vagabonds, hated and feared. We came to the village of Masad, and I threw the ring down a well. I told Iago to go away and never trouble me again with talk of prophecies and destinies. I was finished with my power. I swore on the graves of all who perished in Saran that I would never summon again. But the one thing I tried to escape was the one thing that came looking for me. And that is where my story begins.
The year was 596 Vorno Mediva. 300 years after the Medivan conquest, 1,000 years after the fall of Ikemos, and 12,000 years after the third Orenogeth and the death of Urath, god of the Sudani. Murod the Usurper, Emperor of Orenia, a realm far to the north across the sea, invaded the shores of the Kingdom of Mediva. Led by the infamous Four Riders, Murad's soldiers laid waste to the villages along the Dahu River. One night, they came to Masad. The soldiers were looking for a boy with a mark on his hand. The mark of the summoner.
And that is where our journey begins. So, yeah, we're basically in Masad here, and this is Joseph, and he has the mark of the summoner, and we have to escape this town. Basic control tutorial. This tutorial will explain the basic controls for summoner. You can quit this tutorial by any time pressing X, okay? Joseph can move using the left analog stick to move forward, and you just press it forward and back, etc., etc. Move the camera. Pushing the stick left or right makes Joseph run in that direction. While Joseph is running, the camera automatically positions itself behind him. You can also manually control it. Moving the right analog stick forward and backward zooms. Okay, pushing left or right on the stick rotates the camera around him. You can switch camera modes by pressing down on the left analog stick. The following camera modes are available. So we have the low camera mode, close to the ground and positioned behind itself, unless entering a small indoor area. Then we have the high camera. The camera remains above Joseph in a 3/4 view of the action. This is useful in combat situations involving many creatures. And then we have auto. The camera automatically switches between high and low views depending on the situation. This is the default camera view. Pressing down on the right analog stick causes the camera to automatically swing behind Joseph if it has been rotated away. Start button at any time. Okay, so yeah, we can just pause it any time, and we can still rotate this. You can get a good look at him. I must say, for the PlayStation 2 game, I understand it is like, you know, probably like one of the first PlayStation 2 games. It is not a good looking game. It really is not. And here's our dead friend here. We have a low camera here by default. This is what it is right now. We have the high camera view. We have auto. It'll just go right behind us. Also, if you notice, like the background there, yeah, it's like things go at a distance pretty easily. On the PC version, you'll be able to see all of it. But not only that, the game is running very nice and smooth because there's 60 frames per second due to the overclock. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Joseph, dialogue tutorial. This is Joseph's friend, Mulek. Joseph can talk to nearby friend characters by pressing X. The game pauses, a cursor appears underneath the character in range, and a bubble appears over his or her head. You can cycle through all characters in range with the left analog stick. Characters with important information have double exclamation points over their head. Once you have selected the character with whom you would like to speak, press the X again to initiate conversation with that character. Go ahead and talk to Mullock. Joseph. Yes, Mullock. So as you can see, it's selecting him here. We worked in the fields. Okay, hang on. When Joseph is talking to our character, the dialogue appears in the top half of the window. The bottom half of the window contains a list of relevant topics that Joseph can ask about. When a topic has been covered, it is removed from the topic list. New topics are added to the list as more information is uncovered. Access to new information can also be gained after completing quests or talking to other characters. Mullock has quite a bit to tell Joseph. Go ahead and continue talking to him. You can stop a conversation at any time if you choose the farewell topic or press triangle. Yeah, we're getting a lot of tutorials here. Okay, we worked in the fields, planted wheat and rye. The day's shadows grew long. Over Nato's hill, I saw them ride. 4 horsemen with an army of butchers close behind. Horsemen? Half men, half beasts. Villains from a bard's song. They carved poor Ruag in half and attacked us with arrows of flame. We who survived are too sacred to stay and scared to run. Too scared to stay and too scared to run. Farewell. Remember that many characters in Summoner have important and interesting things to say. Talk to everyone you can. Oh, we will. Absolutely will. Farewell. Ain't nobody got time. So before we continue on, why don't we try to finish up as much of the other tutorials as we possibly can here. Here's our map here. It fills in as you go along, so there is like no map bonus or anything, which is kind of... I would like there to be. Yeah, we can go into different settings here, including save. We can save at any time. Here's our options, as we already saw. We can load and we can save. Let's go ahead and create a new save now, shall we? Just to begin. Game saved. I like the fact you can save it pretty much any time. It works very, very well. Our map, we can access there. Here's our quest journal. That's actually just going in order here. In inventory. So that's all we have for right now. We have his clothes. There's information for all these items. I'm not going to read everything. I guess I'll just read the first one. The tunic grants good protection to the wearer's torso. Then we also have a sword here as well. Weapon causes small amounts of damage. Yeah, not much. And then we can also view information here. Heals a moderate amount of HP. Okay, and then skills. When we get levels up, we can put stuff into our skills here. We will unlock more skills as we go along. And these are our chain attacks, which we'll be able to see as well. Because I am a big fan of the Summoner 2, the combat in this game is very different, and it's a little bit weird, a little bit strange. So I'm hoping that I get used to it, because it is something I've never seen before. But it's very, very interesting. We will get additional chain attacks as we use some of these and level some of them up and such. And then we have our base stats over there. We're level 1, we have no experience, we need 100 experience. Here's our HP and our AP. AP will be used to cast spells and such, and as well as do some of the chain attacks, I believe. We have our speed, which that can go up and down depending on the equipment that we have, how much damage that we do, and how much protection that we have. And then also, as you can see here, we can change... Okay, that was actually... Let me go back into inventory here. Can we... Okay, good. We can change... We see our resistances here. And 0%, 0%, and then 2%. And we can change what we want if he is a computer player. So healer, caster, melee, support. I don't know. We will determine that when we get to that. Here's our quest journal. I will be doing every single quest in this game. This game has a lot of quests. 46 quests, according to my notes here. 46 quests. Some of them, there's multiple steps involved. Like, you have to do a lot of different things. A lot of them are quite missable. So yeah, we have a long road of quests out in front of us. Okay. That is that section. Okay, next, skills. These are his various skills that he has. Skills tutorial. This is the skills menu. Along the top of the menu are the 6 different categories of skills: combat, stealth, creation, examination, weapons, and spells. You can scroll between the various categories by moving left or right. You can select skills within a category by moving up or down. Categories in which Joseph does not have any skills are not available. There are 2 types of skills, active and passive. Active skills are used like spells by pressing the X or square button. Using an active skill costs AP, ability points, represented by the blue bar next to Joseph's portrait. That blue bar over there, it's a little bit hard to see as it gets into like the darker area, so a little bit of an inconvenience. I should also mention the PC version had the characters at the bottom instead, as opposed to over to the right. Characters recover AP slowly over time or by drinking potions. Currently, Joseph does not have any active skills. More skills will become available to him as he gains experience levels. Passive skills are automatically activated in the appropriate situation. You can see the status of passive skills in the skills menu, but they are never selectable. The weapons and spells categories do not contain any active skills. The skills in the categories represent Joseph's proficiency with those weapons or skills. At level 1, Joseph has a low proficiency with sword weapons. This means he can wield swords, but is not particularly skilled in their use. Skills are rated from 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest. You can see the current level of your skill by pressing triangle and choosing the skills option from the menu. Okay, so here's our basic things here. Look at you just like tap it and it just goes crazy. So yeah, we can basically go into here, combat, we can push or a dodge, weapon skills, sword weapons, and then spells as well. So there is that. If we go into the spells section here, that's right, spells tutorial. This is the spells menu. Along the top of the menu are the 6 different circles of spells: heal, dark, energy, holy fire, and ice. You can scroll between the various circles by moving left or right. You can select spells within a circle by moving up or down. Circles in which Joseph does not have any spells or are not available. Okay, so he has access to the heal spell. You can use it. You can cast it. A cursor appears below Joseph indicating that he is the current target of the spell. A window also appears listing the available target for the spell. A spell that heals Joseph and his allies can be used only on them, while an offensive spell can target only enemies. You can scroll through the target by moving up or down. Once the target has been selected, press X or circle to cast the spell. And of course, they cost ability points as well. Characters recover AP slowly over time or by drinking potions. Okay, so he will gain access to more powerful spells as he levels up. Higher level spells cost more AP than lower level ones. Okay, so right now all we have is heal, and then we can cast it as you can see. I don't need to cast it. Okay, so I think we're ready to proceed, and now we're going to get another tutorial for a battle now. Let's pull out our sword, as you can see. Or we can put it away. Let's go ahead and take it out. As you can see, he's just waiting over there. Mr. Tutorial Man, he's just like, hey, it's time for your tutorial. Okay, yes, it is. No, please don't. We can't do anything to save him. Oh. Basic combat tutorial. The Orenian scout is about to attack Joseph. Oh, I don't think he even knows that I'm even here. I mean, look, I can't actually even go over to... There he is. Look, I don't think he has a clue that I'm actually here, but... Joseph will have to fight back. You can attack enemies by pressing X when they are within range. When you press X, the game pauses and a cursor appears under the nearest enemy in range. You can cycle through all enemies in range with the left analog stick. The red bar over the enemy represents its current HP, hit points, which decreases as he takes damage. A full red bar means he has taken no damage. After you have selected the enemy you would like to attack, press X again. Once the target has been selected, Joseph automatically engages the enemy. He continues to fight until he or his foe run out of HP, or you issue him another command. The red bar next to Joseph's portrait represents his current HP. If Joseph's HP drops to 0, he falls down, incapacitated and unable to move or perform any actions. If everyone in your group is incapacitated, the game ends and you must either reload from a save game or start a new game. Can you imagine, like, you go all the way to the end of the game, like, I died. Time to start a brand new game. If an enemy attacks Joseph and you do not respond, Joseph automatically draws his sword and defends himself. During combat, numbers appear over the character's heads. Numbers are white represent damage to enemies. Numbers in yellow represent damage to Joseph and his friends. Numbers in blue represent percentage modifiers to that character's attack. You receive a bonus for attacking a creature from above or behind and are penalized for attacking from below. So, for example, if that guy was up on that little, like, hill right there and I was below him, he would basically get a boost. Oh, you just said boost. A boost in his attack, and I would get a penalty. Or if I attack this guy from behind, I will get an advantage. The game will now unpause, and the scout will attack Joseph. Now, if I have something to say about this. So, see that little chain above my head? You use the D-pad to basically you this is where it's a little bit complex, a little bit annoying. The chain that appears above his head, you use the D-pad, up, down, left, or right. You have to alternate. You cannot use the same exact one. And you basically perform combos every time you see the chain appear. This is not just like a button mashing game. You have to just be patient and time it. Which is why you could go into the settings and make it automatic. So, I don't think that's going to be all that great, but we'll just see. I dodge, bud. What are you going to do? There you go. Up too fast. Yeah, you cannot be too fast or too slow. When the guard died, he dropped his weapon. You can pick up nearby items on the ground by pressing X. You see a target cursor like the one you targeting your character, but it appears on the item closest to you. As with targeting characters, you can see the left analog stick to change the target at them. During battle, Joseph must take damage. Joseph may take damage. Joseph has a spell called Heal. Okay, yes, we know about that. You can also use healing potions in your inventory by pressing triangle. Yes, we know about that as well. Okay. Oh, you boys about to start making out here? Hold on. Finally, okay. And we can pick them all up or just select which ones we want to pick up. Leather boots and worn katana. So if I go into my inventory, you can change the weapon types here. Okay. One katana. Let's take a look. This has 35 damage. I don't know. This only has 25 damage. Yeah, this one's better. That one's better. Leather boots. He doesn't have any boots equipped. But we may as well equip them. There we go. And it changes his character model too, which is very, very good. Oh, you boys are like making out here. I know that you love each other and everything. You know? Anyway. Okay, I think now it's time to finally get into this game proper. My gosh. I tell you, it's been like 40 minutes of reading and tutorials here. Oh, I can just bear. Look, I am like a snail here, just like crawling on the ground. Talk to me, please. Aesik. I lived a fool, and now I'll die a fool as I'm crawling away from you as you're talking. An old martyr's dream made me fight. I beg of you, bring this sword to my nephew Eris. Your nephew Eris? Yes, I'm slowly crawling towards him as I speak. Oh, don't mind me. Oh, it's just... Okay. Anyway, your nephew Eris. I mean, look, it's like shadows casting. My grandfather's grandfather made this sword and died long ago on Nato's Hill. He was Falcona's standard bearer and the greatest warrior in our village. The blade is ancient, but I've carved it for it well. I've cared for it well. Look how it gleams in the sun. All I can see is your shadow back there. What the heck are you doing? We must flee to Lenele. I'm trying. I'm like way over there now. Lenele, never. The blood of my ancestors sacrificed this soil. I will die here or live forever. Actually, I'm already dead. I don't know how you're talking to me. But the dead have no use for my sword. Give this blade to my nephew. He lives in Lenele. Do you see the serpent coiled around the hilt? Gain item. Aesik sword. Quest journal updated. Very well. Like I wasn't even talking to him. I think he already died. Yeah, he's like dead. He was like half dead when we started talking to him. Yeah, he's already dead. So yeah, if we go into the quest journal, Aesik. Okay, so here's the Aesik sword. Aesik, a villager of Masad, has asked you to give his ancestor sword to his nephew Eris. The nephew lives somewhere in Lenele. This will be our quest journal that we'll be looking at to keep track of this sort of stuff. And I have my notes here that, of course, I'm going to need to keep track of because there's going to be a lot of quests that are going to be, shall we say, very, very hard to manage because there's just so freaking many, okay? So why don't we start investigating some of this place here. You know what, I'm just going to go ahead, just in case, create another save. Go ahead and overwrite. There we go. That was actually a quick save. It definitely saves faster than it actually loads. So let's just start exploring around this village. Okay. Nothing really of value there. Different ways for us to go. Should we look down here as well? And we can look at our map at any time from here. That's where we started the game, right over there. Okay, guess we're going up this hill. Finally, we can actually play. I'm done with reading. Okay, so I don't want to be penalized here. Get out my sword. You're getting back attacked here. Chain attack tutorial. Okay, maybe this will be our final tutorial. This will be our final tutorial. Okay, during combat, Joseph has the ability to perform chain or special attacks. Chain attacks can be done only in melee combat and cost ability points, AP, to perform. Notice the chain symbol that appears over Joseph's head, just as he is about to swing at his opponent. Chain attacks can be executed only while the symbol is visible. To perform a chain attack, press one of the 4 direction buttons, up, down, left, or right. The direction you choose determines which special attack Joseph performs. Pushing up causes Joseph to perform an added blow attack. If successful, this attack inflicts normal damage. So it's just a normal attack to keep the chains going. Pushing down causes Joseph to perform a desperation attack. If successful, this attack inflicts damage proportional to HP Joseph has lost. The lower his remaining HP, the more damage he inflicts. Left causes him to perform confusing attack. If successful, the attack drains AP from the opponent. And pressing right causes him to a push attack. This attack pushes the opponent backwards and gives Joseph more time to perform the next chain attack. Once Joseph has performed a chain attack often enough, he gains access to new chain attacks. You can access these new chain attacks to the direction. You can assign these to the direction buttons. Go to the skill menu to do this. After each successful chain attack, you are given a chance to perform another. Your opponent cannot attack you while you are chaining attacks together. Each chain attack you perform must be different from the previous one. There is no limit to the number of attacks that may be chained together, but the chain symbol appears for a shorter period of time with each successful attack. If you attempt the chain attacks before the chain symbol appears or after it appears, your attack fails and the chain is broken. When practiced enough, you will be able to chain many attacks together, giving the enemy no chance to strike back. One more thing to remember, wielding a faster weapon makes performing chain attacks easier. It may be to your advantage to equip a faster weapon that does less damage if it enables you to chain more attacks together. Okay, let's go ahead and try this. There you go, dead. Leather boots. Okay. Let's check out my inventory. What do I have equipped already? Leather boots. Okay, so I can probably sell all those. I have to be careful of what I sell and all that sort of stuff as well. So yes, here's our various attacks here that we can basically do. We can put our sword away. All that sort of fun stuff. Now, I do want to see what it's like to have set it to automatic. So why don't we go ahead and do that. Let's start investigating. Is this open in here? Ooh, can I ride the horse and take it out of here? Okay, that's what this woman has to say. Madra. Shh. The Rennies are about to... I hear the rattling of their sword. They'll kill you all, one by one, but they're not find my hiding place. Hiding place? Yes, it's mine. I was here first, lad, so go away. Shoot. You can't hide here too. There's room enough for one and one alone. You'll get us both killed. Where should I go then? Lenele. Go to Lenele. Behind the walls of the King's City, you'll find a sanctuary. There, the King, Knights, and Lord of Mediva will protect you. How do I get to Lenele? That's your problem, lad, and not mine. But here, take this vial with you. A swig of this tonic will heal your wounds if the Rennies get a piece of you. Okay, health tonic. Thank you, ma'am. Or I can also just heal as well. As you can see. Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. I am turning off this vibration. It was vibrating the entire time as it was casting the spell. You can also perform an exploit to cast the spell. You can go like this to cast it, and then just go into like inventory and like so immediately, you know, used. Okay. No, you don't, bud. So he's automatically doing it all on his own, as you can see. There's like some blood splatters on the ground and everything. Some of the audio got cut off. He's doing 0 damage. It's lovely. Honestly, I think it's better for me to control it. Like, this seems like so weak. There you go. Healing. Okay, and I don't think if we have it automatic, I don't think it counts for us to get levels up. So, yeah. Anyway, let's continue to explore. I think we can even investigate some of this stuff. There may be items in some of these things, possibly, as well. It may be good to investigate those from time to time. Get out of here. What did I tell you? There's only room for just one, as I'm just standing here with a frustrated speech bubble above my head. I can tell, ma'am. I can tell. She's very, very frustrated. Oh, hang on, there's something here. Cleansing tonic, okay. There's a guy here. See if I can sneak up behind him. Never mind. He spotted me. Too slow, bud. Hold on. You can't cancel it out of it. What are you doing? Attack him, please. Too slow on that one. Yeah, the combat is just... Yeah. Not my absolute favorite, but it is unique. I'll give it that at least. Okay, let's start exploring. Another guy here. Oh, there's actually several guys here. Let's take out one at a time. Let's take out this guy. Let's take out this guy up here. I don't want to be ganged up or anything. Too fast. I'll get the hang of it. I'll get the hang of it. Sometimes you just attack too fast, you know? I like how you when you zoom in like a decent amount, like the audio cuts out. Or that could also be bugs with the game, you know? The game, very, very buggy. It could also be maybe overclocking causes problems. There you go. Never mind. He's like, no, it's not. It's like, it's not overclocking. There we go. Dead. Okay. Chain confusion. I don't know when we will learn. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Press that over there. Desperation. There we go. We will probably learn different skills soon enough. Let's go ahead and heal up. There we go. Heal up. There we go. It's also, I think, supposed to be a sound effect for healing up, but it could just be issues. Okay. What do I want to do here? I see some guys here. Oh, there's just one. Never mind. Anything in these boxes? No? Okay. Too fast on that one. There you go, bud. This guy's dodging a lot of my stuff. I don't like it. At least I'm dodging some of his attacks too. Oh, he's almost dead though. He's almost dead. My AP's getting a little lower. Joseph has reached experience level 2. Okay, there's still some more tutorial. Experience is gained by defeating enemies and completing quests. When enough experience points have been accumulated, Joseph will attain the next experience level. Each time he levels up, his maximum HP and AP increase. He also gets skill points that can use to improve his skills. A flashing plus symbol appears on Joseph's portrait if he has skill points. To distribute the skill points, press triangle from the menu. Okay, yes, we will. Okay. Yes, we can. Okay, hang on. There's a little more. From the screen, you can distribute skill points to Joseph that are available to Joseph. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can see points by scrolling up or down. X raises the skill level by one point. So it says no skill can be higher than the character's current experience level. So because he's only level 2, we cannot go all the way up to, you know, a much higher level, which is unfortunate, but that's just how it is. Skill points assigned are permanent, so make sure you choose wisely before pressing X. What should I do here? I think I'm just going to give it into heal for the time being. Should I bother with anything else really? Sword weapons. Maybe dodge. Yeah, I'm gonna do heal and dodge. Because once we get more skills, I think they may be better than putting it into like sword weapons and push. Like dodge and heal are good, but okay. Go ahead and accept those changes. Okay. Let's just continue looking around here. Investigating. Destroying enemies, of course. There you go, bud. Time for you to get wrecked. Up too slow that time. There you go, he's dead. Okay, let's not go down there yet. Let's just continue searching the village for anything else that may be in here, including soldiers. I see some enemies. Revive scroll. That looks good. Okay. Anything by this well? I see a guard. $5 gold. Oh, thank you. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, I guess 5 gold way back in the day was probably worth a lot. And now it's probably worth way more than just like 5. There we go. We're actually killing them off quite a bit faster. Which I definitely like that. Let's see if there's anything around here to investigate. No? Okay. That was where the woman was. Let's just look over here. Healing. Okay. The laughing monk. Nothing. Oh, buddy. You trying to hide from me over here? So I get a 25% boost. Because I am on the incline. Oh, I thought that was going to kill you, which I didn't even bother with that. There we go. You gotta die, man. Okay, looks like we learned a new ability as well. Cure. Removes target status effects. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything else down that way. I mean, I'm getting a little bit used to the combat. Really not my absolute favorite, but a little bit slow, a little bit boring. But it is what it is, you know? There's another guy down here. Here lies Bars, a village farmer. Why does it notify me of this? Maybe one of these soldiers killed him. Here lies Thuras, the Revi of the village. Why can I examine these guys, but not some of these other guys? 10 gold for me. Okay, thank you. Nothing. Thank you. Okay, I saw a guy. Where was he? There he is. You're too slow, you say? You need to go down, bud. There you go. He did. Check in here for any goodies. Nothing. Okay. See a guy here as well. Let's make sure that we get him. 40%, wow.
I grow powerful.
Another level up. I grow powerful. As he said, okay. This is very, very different from Summoner 2, if you're wondering, because I did say that was like one of my favorite games of all time. Very, very different. Very, very different. Wow, we're really taking out them now. Okay, what should we do for us skills? I just say maybe put more into heal and dodge for the time being. Yeah, I think that looks good for now, I suppose. Okay. Maybe I'll wait after the next level up. Just so we can, when we learn new skills, we can put stuff into those. Okay, let's keep on destroying these freaks. I see a freak here. Oh, there's two of freaks, actually. But I took you out so fast because I had a 40% boost. Look at that. Amazing. And I can just heal my problems away. I remember that there's normally a sound effect that plays when you heal. And I remember I really liked the sound effect in Summoner 2. But I don't think it's the same in this one. But we cannot hear it right now for whatever reason. Anyway, I guess with this, we will head on down. Yeah, let's head on down now. Let's, I see a guy there. Any more guys on these outskirts here? You know what, I'm gonna create a save here, just in case. You never know. Okay. You guys ain't bathing by the beach? You didn't even stand a chance, bud. More gold, worn katana. Do I already have a worn katana? Let's see. I do. I have a decent amount of stuff. Okay, what is... I cannot equip this, right? Yeah. Okay, so you can actually sell it. We don't want to sell it. No, we don't. Okay. Let's view our map here. Okay, so we're taking this loop-de-loop here. I kind of like the map. You know, it's interesting. Interesting. Okay, we can go over here. Let's go over here. Start investigating. Oh, I see. Hold on a minute. I actually see something there. Okay, blue pants. Let's take a look at these. Protection of 4. These offer some protection. Okay. There we go. We have our suit. We are now decked out. Excellent. Anyway, let me continue over this way. Gotta fight some more enemies. None of you guys are here, huh? We actually go up here if we so desire. Oh, look, you actually can. So you could kind of use that as like a shortcut. Well, I see some guys over there. How do I get over to you guys? Here lies Jurek, Tavern Keeper of the Laughing Monk. Found Tristan's libation. Don't know what the heck that even is. Okay, bless. It gives a nice little bless. We like that, right? This potion provides the user with added protection against damage from attacks. So it's just the bless. Okay. Lovely. Oh, hang on, there's some stuff here too. Cloth gloves. How do I get over on the other side of this fence? That's what I would like to know. That's the only part of the map that has not really been explored, because over here I see some soldiers, so let's go ahead and take them out on the way back. Let's skip my gloves. Cloth gloves. This slows down my speed slightly, it looks like. What is my speed? Speed is 104%, so that's slightly in the negative compared to what it was, but our protection is much higher now. Amazing how quickly we can actually kill all of them now. You can kill them very, very quickly. Okay, I don't want to talk to them yet. We gotta find a way over to the left side of the map. That's really the main area that we have not explored yet, really. So, let's see if we can get over there from here. And then we'll go talk with those guys. Yeah, I may be able to just go up from here and then cut over to the left. I know that there's a way over there, guys, and I will find an entrance where I can, okay? Is there anything further back to actually get to that? Okay, here we go. I think I examined him before. Alright, gotta go fast. Not much faster, but it is faster. Okay, is this where I need to go down here? It is all blocked up. Hang on. There's the scout right there. Come on over, bud. I would like to destroy you, but I don't know how to get over to you. Aha, aha, aha. All this time. All this time I missed all this. Okay, this is like... Yeah, that is where we started. The game, okay. Alright, we have some stuff here. We have some stuff. 10 pieces of gold. Absolutely lovely. Start examining. Yeah, that is where we started the game, right there. 1 hour and 10 minutes in, basically, and we're back to where we started. Ooh, a revive scroll. I like that. Sorry, nothing. With it's not a map bonus. I'm probably just gonna keep saying that. I love map bonus. Myla is dead. There's nothing to be done. Ridar is dead. There's nothing to be done. 3 gold. Okay, lovely. Just looting all of your gold, guys. Really is like a destroyed town, destroyed village. Sir, were you just talking to this guy? Lenko's face turns dark with hatred. Oh, it's you, Joseph. What curse have you brought to Masad? Villain. Sorcerer. I'd spit your brain pan myself if I could. Over here, the farmer shouts at the top of his lungs. The boy is over here. He has the mark. Oh, you freaking traitor. Pulling out our sword now, boys. What's nice is that I am leveled up. So what are you gonna do, huh? I'm too fast though for you. Way too fast for you. What'd you drop from me? What you gotta say now, huh, punk? I just killed the guard right before your eyes. Nothing? You gonna summon another guy? No? You're a freaking traitor, man. Lovely. The more levels up that we get, oh, it just becomes so much nicer. Sorry, bud. I accidentally went too fast and too slow there. Okay, that may actually be all the enemies in this area. I think that's everything. Okay. You freaking traitor, wherever you are. Anyway, skedaddling on out of here now, guys. Oh wait, hang on. There's another guy here. I forgot about this idiot. I'm getting the high ground, bud. Never mind. High ground didn't work. We're on equal ground. I still just go way too fast sometimes. I really do. I gotta get better at those combos so I can get more chain attacks. Okay, that is everything. I know, woman. You're in there, hanging out. That's right. Can I not go down from there? I guess not. Okay, I'm just going fast mode. Gotta go fast. Oh, not that way. Look how fast I can go. It's absolutely incredible. I'm just gonna go down the normal way, actually. That's not the normal way. It's the normal way. Okay. Wait, was that some gold there? That little tiny thing. You see that? I mean, like, how many times have I seen that? I've probably missed it. Alright, let's talk to these freaks. If we don't run now, they'll cut our throats. You guys have been standing here for quite a while. We'll never reach the boat. The Rennies are guarding the mill. What should I leave? Why should I leave Masad? This is my home. Ma'am, you look like the woman that was in the barn that told us to get out. If I go back to that barn and you're not there, I'm gonna be very, very angry. Anyway, let's talk to Cag. Stubborn woman. Uvala will have us die here. We'd be safe in Lenele, and I'm so tired of plowing. I'll just leave it at that. I'm just so actually, I'm not tired enough of plowing and sowing and reaping. If the soldiers don't kill us, the winter will. The granaries burn like funeral pyres, and Nadio's hill is still ablaze. Lenele is the city of the gods, Joseph. I'd be a merchant and sail the Darhu, or I'll journey across the sea of Kadim. But I won't leave without Uvala. If she won't go, neither will I. Is this the stupid woman? Yep, Uvala. If it's not war, it's the plague. If it's not the plague, it's the drought. Or rain rots the wheat in the field. I give my offerings at the shrine. But the gods are never pleased. Nothing to do but bury the dead and endure. Endure? Such is our lot, to reap and thresh, to scrub and mend, to gather wood and tend the fire. I feed the pigs and the cows and the chickens, and now we'll have no food for winter. Idiots. Joseph, You must leave Masad at once. The soldiers are looking for you. They guard the king's highway. So the river is your only hope. The miller has a boat. Cross this bridge to the mill, but watch out for Rennies. That's the river. Sail up the Darhu to Lenele, where the king of Mediva holds court. You'll be safe within its walls. And doesn't your friend Yago live there? Yago. Whenever I read these questions, I'm always just thinking like Snake's voice. Yago. Yago. The vagabond who came to Masad with you all those years ago. He said if you ever needed his help, find him in Lenele. You're in terrible danger, Joseph. But how will that beggar save you? Okay, quest journal updated. Okay, soldiers. These aren't raiders or brigands. Look at the armor. Look at the swords. They are Orenian soldiers, Joseph. Minions of the Empire. They're burning down the village. Orenia. Orenia lies far to the north, beyond the deep water of the Kadim. I've heard only the stories of traders and Talbos. The words. They say Rennies are savages and blood drinkers ruled by the sorcerer Murod. Why are they looking for me? The horror take me if I know. They're looking for a peasant with a mark on his hand, just like the mark you've got. What would they want with you? Rennies. I saw one big as my cottage down by the mill. His hammer take your head off, lad. Farewell. Go to Lenele, Joseph, and find Yago. If the Rennies are after you, perhaps he knows why. Alright. Anything else, bud? I think that's pretty much everything here. I think we have to say something first. Oh, do we have to literally go through all this stupid crap again, bud? Yago. Orenia. Farewell, bud. Never again. Yeah, it's that beast right over there. That guy's an absolute beast. So, let us. Any other guys? No? Okay. How much do we get another level up, I wonder? Okay, probably after the next beast. Let's go ahead and heal up. Let's get ready for this beast. Let's go ahead and save. Okay, beast mode. Beast mode activated. Okay, I don't really like this. Why don't you actually attack, bud? There we go. Okay, hold on. He made me slow. I don't like that. Careful, careful. Oh gosh, I'm really slow.
I grow powerful.
There we go. It was not bad. I grow powerful. We got another level up, and he is through the floor. He can drop something pretty good, but honestly, I'm just not going to worry about it. He was not bad. During a practice that I did, I guess because I wasn't level 3, he would swing that, he would knock Joseph down and just literally destroy him within seconds. It was awful. Recovery tonic. Thank you. I will be taking that. Nothing else? Sorry, nothing. Okay, I guess we can go ahead and leave. As you can see, this yellow line indicates the end of this particular area. So let's go ahead and leave.
Having eluded the Orenians, Joseph sailed to Lenele, where he hoped to find the old beggar named Yago. In the tongue of the ancient Runari, Lenele means City of Gods. For upon this site, the towers of Iliosi stood. Now Lenele was capital of Mediva, seat of King Belius VI, descendant of the victors of the Medivan conquest.
Okay, we can start fast forwarding some of the loading screens now. There we go. Okay, so this is the world map. And in the PC version, the things are actually labeled as to what they actually are. So it's a shame that, you know, you can't actually see, but you know, like where the actual places are. But yes. So if we want to go to Lenele, we have our world map here, which, as you can see, there's nothing here. Nothing here. I think we just go straight if you want to go to Lenele. Right here. And there are random encounters, as I just encountered one right here. I can fast forward some of this. Okay, let's go ahead and save again, just in case. Okay. There's a decent amount of guys here. I'm not going to fight them all, but gosh, there's actually a lot of guys. Oh, it's an archer guy. Okay. There we go. Now we have the sound effects back. Yeah, as you can see, this guy much harder. Too slow for that one. Probably just kill this one guy and then just leave, hopefully. Too fast. I mean, sometimes I just get all messed up there. Okay. Look for that chain. Too slow for that one. Look at this. You better give me a lot of experience, buddy. Joseph learned chain revitalize. Okay. Can I equip that immediately? Revitalize. Party regains HP. Wow. Okay, so the whole party. That's very interesting. I like that. I'm not going to put that on just yet, though. So yeah, you will learn different chains depending on like how much you use a particular chain attack. I'm not sure what that particular one was that I leveled up, that I got that. Too fast. Look at this guy. This guy's an absolute beast. He blocks like everything that I do. There we go. I push him and then I use the other attack on him. That should do a lot of damage. Level up the push maybe to get another skill. There we go, there we go. He's getting there. He's almost dead. So some AP from you, bud. What are you gonna do, huh? I'm getting close to death too, though. One more hit, buddy boy. There you go. A lot of gold, all that sort of stuff. I gotta get out of here. Go ahead and heal up. Oh gosh, there's another barbarian there. As you can see. Okay, I can just kind of fast forward some of the healing. Yes, here's the sound effect for healing. Although in some... Oh, no. Oh, no. Buddy boy. Oh, no map available, of course. Random encounter. Grassland. I can just leave. I'm not fighting 3 freaking barbarians, okay? We can just leave at any time. We can just fast forward. And let's head to Lenele. Yes. Wait, there's going to be a cutscene here as well? Oh no, there's actually not. I was expecting a cutscene. Anyway. Any other skills Joseph has learned? He has not. I'm going to hold off to put any points into any of this other stuff. This may be pretty good as opposed to push. Especially since, yes. Now, here's the thing. This town is massive. This town is absolutely freaking massive, okay? We will be exploring it in depth the next time. It'll probably take multiple parts to actually explore the whole thing. I want one thing to do here for right now. Let's head over to the marketplace before we end this, because yes, this is a massive town. And the music is very, very good here, I must say. Okay, I may need actually like Lenele marketplace. Okay, so that's where I came in. I don't know exactly where to go, but let's figure it out as we go along. Ah, it's Jakar, the guy who doesn't like us because we were his friend and then we burned down his whole village. 9 years ago, I swore on my brother's grave that if I ever crossed your path again, I would kill you, Joseph of Saran. Here I am. My name is Jakar. Do you remember me now? Yes, I remember. To think I once called you a friend. Have you forgotten what happened at Saran? I tried to save our village. Save our village? You destroyed it. You killed everyone. You burned our cottages to the ground. That demon destroyed Saran, not I. You used your ring to summon the demon. The ring that Yago gave you. You couldn't control your power. And so our people died. I threw that ring down a well. You shouldn't have thrown yourself in after it. Why are you here? Have you come to destroy Lenele? I am looking for Yago. That old spider. I've seen him. I'd have cut him in half, but I'm now a soldier of the king's army. If he ever falls from royal favor, my axe will be waiting. Where is Yago? Fate is cruel. They call him Lord Yago, and he's a counselor of Prince Sornahan. When he came to the city, he was begging in the gutters. Now he lives in the royal palace with the king and queen. How did he become the prince's counselor? You could go to the palace and ask him yourself, but I doubt the guard would let a cotter like you through the front gate. Cotter. Peasant, serf, villain, plowboy, farmer. Pick a name that pleases you. If you don't like Potter, farewell. If I ever find you outside the walls of the king's city, I will have my vengeance, Joseph of Saran. Oh, let's not encounter him ever again. Music's very, very groovy. Okay, so where am I headed to exactly? I'm going to fast forward. Actually, let's just listen to the music before I fast forward. We're fast forward in future runs here. Crown District. Yes, I believe this is where I want to go. Let's fast forward. The loading. This place is massive, as you can see. Freaking massive. It's going to take us forever to actually explore this whole place. And that wasn't even all of it. That was like half. We only went, actually, not even half. We only saw a little tiny bit. Okay, Temple Plaza. Let's go ahead. Place is gigantic. Ma'am. See how like things like pop in the distance? In the PC version, yeah, it wouldn't do that, but You know how it is. Anyway, this looks like something's about to happen here.
Please, I beg of you, I must see Iago.
That's Lord Iago to you. Well,
Then Lord Iago it is. I have urgent business.
business? What business? Will you sell him turnips? Has he borrowed your plow?
I come by his command. Stand aside and let me pass.
Listen, peasant. You be on your way now.
Iago is expecting me. Ask him. My name is...
Irrelevant. Now go, or I'll spill your blood on the palace gate!
What's wrong, Your Grace? Won't they let you in the palace?
Huh? Who are you?
Follow me. I know a way in.
What are you talking about?
Come on. I'll explain when we get there. The guards are watching.
So this is your way into the palace? Through the sewers?
These tunnels date back to the City of Gods. They'll take you anywhere in Lenele, if you know the way.
I'm not going in there unless you tell me who you are and what you want.
As you wish. My name is Flece. I work for Tancred.
Tancred? The Prince of Beggars?
Yeah, that's the one. Prince of Beggars and King of Fleas.
How do I know you won't cut my throat down there or stick a knife in my back? Why should I even trust you?
I wouldn't trust me if I were you, but you want to get in the palace, and so do I.
But why are you here? What do you want from me?
There's something I need to get from the palace.
But why are you helping me?
Because I need your help. The sewers are dangerous. I can't risk it alone.
You're making a mistake. I'm a farmer, not a warrior.
But your need is as great as mine. Let's go.
Okay, so we're entering the sewers. Just fast forwarding this. There we go. Flece has now joined your party. When exploring, Flece automatically follows you. During combat, Flece attacks, defends, and uses special abilities based on her current instructions. You can change her instructions by pressing triangle and choosing the status. Yeah, there's different instruction sets in the manual. There are special commands that you can now use in multiple characters. So if you press L2 and R2, you can switch between party members. You can also solo by pressing R1. When in solo mode, other party members will not follow you, and if you enter combat, they will not assist you. If they are attacked, they fight back. Flece has access to more skills than Joseph started with. Her thieving abilities allow her to pick locks and kick and backstab enemies. Press square to access the skills menu. Okay. Here's Flece. You see, pick, lock, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we definitely... The music in the sewers, very, very good as well. As you can see, she has a different set of weapons. Okay, Lenele sewers. But we're not going to be playing this Flece right now. Never not. Let's go ahead and take a look at her skills, though. So she also has, you know, these things as well. Looks like she has level 2 to start out with for pretty much all this sort of stuff. Which I guess is pretty good. Here's like her stuff that she can equip. Just that equip, damage 25. She can equip sword as well. Also 25. I guess doesn't look like she can wear that, unfortunately. Yeah, we can take a look at various things here and such. Okay, so what should we really do with her? Let's see. Here's kick. Aimed attack increases chance causing status effects. And then pick lock. I'm gonna say put it into pick locked. Although she does not, you cannot really do anything just yet. But I think that's what we'll probably do. We'll focus on pick lock, getting that as high as we possibly can. Anyway, we're gonna leave the sewers right now because we're not gonna venture forth in them. Instead, next time, and probably the time after that, and possibly even the time after that, we're going to be exploring the city, doing side quests. Oh gosh, that was horrifying. We have lots of side quests to do. We have lots of people to talk to. We have lots of things to do. We got amazing music to listen to. That's right, Joseph. Let's go. So maybe we'll get into combat, maybe again. Maybe like episode 5. I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. I have no idea. There's probably going to be some quests that involve combat. But that cutscene that we saw, it wasn't really... It was a little bit ugly, I must say. The characters' like eyes and mouth looked a little bit ugly. Yeah, look at this massive place. Absolute massive. Should we go over here? Crown District. Do I want to go to the Crown District? This is where things are a little bit hard. Okay, so I am in the marketplace. Once we get this map filled out a bit more, it'll be a little bit better, but... Yeah, I don't want to go to the Crown District. As you can see, look at this. Just massive. This place is freaking massive. Yeah, we want to go over here. And we want to go back out to the main area, which I think is right here. Outskirts, yes. As everything kind of loads in the background. So I see like rats and bugs. Is that a rat? Look, it's just sliding. It's not even moving. It's just kind of, there it is. It's kind of moving now. But it moves very, very strange. It moves very, very strange. I must say. Okay. Okay, so next time on Summoner. Oh, can I not leave? Let's see. Can I talk to you boys? 20,000 knights will ride their chargers across the Medivan plain. Aye, will sing of their dead deeds forever. Sir, I wasn't done talking to you. There's no glory in a siege, plowman. There's no honor being behind walls. Let us fight on an open field and we'll sing of victory. I wasn't even trying to talk to you, bud. I mean, I'm not even the plowman. Oh, a spice merchant, huh? You selling some of that good spice? So I wait like a fool for the ships to come in. I've heard they mighty sail the fleet to the west and come over land. But the caravan won't get here till winter. So it's just a lot of flavor text. Where to say, woman? Rest your scythe and join the Gimadi. End the reaping and the cleaning. Gleaning, sorry. I can't. It is like I've been speaking for hours, you know? Let freedom be your masters. Why chain yourself to the land? The kings live off your blood and toil. And toilet. Yes. Anything else, sir? Oh, you guys don't actually talk. You're just the greeters, I guess. Okay, so we probably don't need to talk to every single person. Let's be fair, but there's going to be plenty of quests to do. Give it a nice good old save. Okay, there we go. Our first part of Summoner is done. But now we start the questing. And there are a boatload of quests we're going to be starting next time. Probably finishing a few as well. But yes, I'm probably going to grind a little bit off screen on some of the random encounters now that I have Flece. But the main reason I wanted to get Flece as well is when we complete some of these quests, both of our characters will get experience as opposed to just Joseph. So that is the purpose of getting her immediately and then just coming right back here. So yes, next time, a lot more reading and questing to be done. I'll see you then on Summoner.